Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Welcome back to Screen Hollywood. If you're new here, click the subscribe and like button. In today's episode, we dive into some shocking, but not entirely unexpected news. Marvel Studios has officially pulled the plug on their much-anticipated Blade reboot. Yes, you heard that right. The vampire-slaying superhero, originally played by Wesley Snipes, will not be making his return anytime soon. This announcement won't left many fans heartbroken, but if you've been following the production drama, you may not be entirely surprised. So, what led to the demise of this ambitious reboot? Today, we'll unpack all the behind-the-scenes chaos, from script issues to actor frustrations, and even Wesley Snipes' epic shade that put the final nail in the coffin. Let's be honest, the Blade reboot had red flags waving from day one. Despite all the excitement when Mahershala Ali was cast as the new Blade, the production quickly spiraled into chaos. For months, there were whispers of trouble, script rewrites, directorial changes, and an overall lack of vision that made it impossible for this movie to find solid footing. Ali, an Academy Award-winning actor, is known for being incredibly selective about his roles, and fans had high hopes he'd bring a fresh take to Blade. But what most people didn't know was that behind the scenes, Ali was threatening to walk out multiple times. Why? Because the original script was reportedly PG-13, a huge departure from the gritty, hard R-rated vibe that made the original Blade such a cult classic. In addition, the scripts were horrendous, and they had to be rewritten multiple times. To add to the production hell, there were multiple creative differences, production delays, and even a complete walkout by director Bassam Tariq. The writing was on the wall, and yet Marvel kept pushing forward, until now. One of the biggest reasons the reboot never took off is Marvel Studios' misguided attempt to tone down the character. Remember, the original Blade films were gothic, dark, violent, and hardcore R-rated. Blade was one of the first superhero films to target an adult audience and didn't shy away from intense fight scenes and blood-soaked action sequences. This is what made Blade so special. A lot of people to this day say the original Blade movie is the grandfather of Marvel. Not many people know that when Blade was released back in 1998, Marvel was in near bankruptcy, but the success of Blade rescued the studio from extinction. And that film is the reason for the abundance of Marvel today. By pushing for a PG-13 rating, Marvel completely underestimated the essence of Blade. The original 1998 film, directed by Stephen Norrington, was gritty, hyper-stylish, and unapologetically brutal. The character of Blade, played by Wesley Snipes, was a brooding anti-hero, half human, half vampire, with a cold-blooded demeanor that fans loved. You simply can't capture that kind of raw intensity with a watered-down PG-13 script. Mahershala Ali, as talented as he is, reportedly felt that his version of Blade would be too far removed from what made the character iconic in the first place. After months of script rewrites, fans began to lose hope that this film could ever recapture the magic of the original. And for good reason. Let's face it, the original Blade movie is virtually impossible to outdo, and the movie has stood the test of time as one of the all-time greats. Now, here's where things get really interesting. While Marvel was trying to reboot Blade, Wesley Snipes was gearing up for his own triumphant return to the big screen. In Deadpool 3, Snipes makes a surprise appearance, and during a particular scene with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, Snipes delivers a now iconic line. "There's only one Blade, and there will only ever be one Blade." After he delivers this line, true fans would have noticed Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool character looks straight at the camera and lifts his eyebrows as a middle finger to Marvel. Now, get this. Marvel apparently tried to remove that line from the film, but Ryan Reynolds fought to keep it in. And thank goodness he did, because that single moment sparked an outcry from fans. It was clear. The original Blade was the only Blade that fans truly wanted to see. With the global joy from fans seeing Snipes back, and with Snipes receiving so much love and praise for returning as Blade, it was the final nail in the coffin for Marvel, who were forced to reconsider their reboot plans. At that point, It was almost impossible to push forward with a different actor as Blade without facing backlash from loyal fans. If you thought that was the only problem plaguing the reboot, think again. From the get-go, the production was riddled with setbacks. Then came the actors' strike, which further delayed production. With no clear direction and a lead actor ready to leave the project, Marvel found themselves with a film that had no pulse. The production was, in many ways, dead before it even started. Marvel tried bringing in a series of new writers, but none of them could crack a version of the script that matched or beaten the original Blade script. And then, of course, there's the fan factor. Ever since rumors started swirling that Wesley Snipes might return as Blade, there's been a growing movement online to bring him back for good. Fans have made it loud and clear. They don't want anyone else playing Blade, no matter how talented. And guess what? Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are reportedly backing Snipes' return. There are even whispers that Snipes is in talks to return as Blade in his own solo film, where the character's R-rated roots would be respected. That would be an instant box office hit. With all of these factors at play, it's no surprise that Marvel decided to cancel the reboot. But here's the kicker. Rumors are circulating that if Stephen Norrington, the original director and genius of Blade, and Stephen Dorff, who played the villain Deacon Frost, were to return alongside Snipes, it could be the Blade movie fans truly deserve. So there it is. The Blade reboot has been officially canceled, and for many fans, that's probably for the best. What started as a promising project quickly devolved into a production nightmare, but there's still hope on the horizon. Wesley Snipes might be coming back to claim his throne as the one and only Daywalker. Marvel could easily turn the reboot shit show to a huge W if they were to regroup and forge forward with Snipes. What do you think? Should Wesley Snipes return as Blade? Would you prefer Mahershala Ali? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on all things Hollywood. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Screen Hollywood.